I'm Jacob Toms. I'm from Maitland, and I'm 27 years old. I was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy when I was 3 years old, and it was a bit shocking for my parents because they'd never heard of this disease. They actually told me the story that they, wouldn't let go of me that evening. They were that upset about it, and they said, we know this is what's happening with Jacob. We're not going to treat him any differently. We're just going to raise him as we would normally. They'd told my parents that by 12 I'd be in a wheelchair. I got to about 13 or 14 and they thought, well, he's still walking, So they re-diagnosed me with Becker. From an early age, I always knew that one day I'd be in a chair, so it wasn't a great shock. I'd always known since I was a little kid that it was going to happen. It was just life, that's the way it was. And, my father, every night we'd do leg exercises, and to keep me calf limber and that sort of thing. Like, it was just what we did, We didn't think it was to me it wasn't any different. That's just what you had to do. Like, because I wasn't affected straight away by my disease, I was able to walk till I was 17. When it happened, I actually had a fall, hurt myself, and by the time I was better, I couldn't walk anymore. My muscles had tightened right up. And this was in the middle of the year 12 school year, so it was a very hectic time for me, and some other stuff had happened in my family life. So by the end of year 12, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't really get the marks I thought I would get in certain subjects, and I'd sort of lost interest in some of them. I don't know whether that was a byproduct of things happening, but so the following year, the first few months I was doing nothing. I was just sitting at home, which is a bit depressing. And Mum had spoken to a friend that I'd gone to, a mother of a friend that I've gone to school with. This lady that she knew, whose daughter I'd gone to school with, she'd enrolled her in Mai-Wel with one of their programs to help her after she'd left school. And Mum said, we'll give it a go. So that's how it started. The Mai-Wel program I was a part of taught me some, basic skills about, what's like to be in the workplace and that sort of thing. And then they tried to work out, what skills I already had myself from my school time and what I could use. And I was pretty good at typing and data entry and that sort of stuff. So they said, you'd be good at office work. And they, do some classes and that with me to help me learn and better the skills I already had, so that I'd be able to get work. When it first started, it was more, I needed something to do, I couldn't just be sitting at home all the time. It's a bit sad, and, I wouldn't meet people and that sort of thing. That's how it started, and it sort of grew from that. And then when I had the skills and they said, oh yeah, you probably should start looking for work, and I thought, yeah, why not? I got my first job through Mai-Wel, which was at Aussie Home Loans in Maitland, and they were a really great team to work with. They were a lovely group, so I enjoyed my time there. I was there for nearly a couple of years as well, and they were really nice people to work with. And then it's almost 2 years now that I've been at the Primary Industries for Fisheries. They're based at Taylors Beach in Port Stephens. So I'm still there and really enjoy working with the people there. And there's a lot of people out there, but I've got to keep tabs on all of them, being at the front desk, but it's a lot of fun out there. I still enjoy it, so it's great. Really, the confidence boost was back when I joined Mai-Wel, to be honest. That was the thing that they added, It wasn't so much the skills that I learnt at Mai-Wel, it was that communicating with other clients and the staff here, that valued the information that was up here, I could communicate with people and I was confident to speak. As a kid I was very shy, really. I didn't talk too much. But it wasn't until I joined Mai-Wel that I sort of opened my mouth, and now you can't shut it, sort of thing. And then that's just grown since I've been working at the fisheries department, because everybody values what you've got to say, and it's amazing. At the moment, I'm just happy to be doing something and giving back to the community, and keeping myself busy as well. Having my mind stimulated. But in terms of long-term goals, it's more. I'm just happy to be, plugging along at the moment, and when something comes along that I do want to do, I can do it because I've got a bit of a nest egg set up from working and that sort of thing. So at the moment, there isn't really anything that stands out and says, oh, I want to do that one day, but I'm ready if it does come along.